Morning. Welcome to another day of I'll Be in the Barn. I told my wife Gina I was going to be in the barn this morning, so she came out here with me. She's going to help me put the motor onto the Bronco 2 frame. I just need a little bit of help to line things up, so. Say hi, Gina. Say hi, Dad. All right. So we got this set up. Hopefully the camera won't tip over. Camera while we're doing this. And let me angle it down a little bit for when we get up here to the frame. I gotta finish jacking that motor up on that lift so we can get it over here. It's an exciting day for me. About there, good. Straight. Grab the tail out there. Steer it. So you got that over there. That's it. And grab that transmission. Turn it.
Can you just give me a little information here that might make it easier?
I'm trying to go straight in.
Okay, I know, but I got that. But could you tell me what ultimately where it's going? What when you get
Ultimately,
here?
it's going to get to where I can set the motor down.
Okay, and
That's
does
the most
anything here
important
need
part.
to be considered about where this is going? This little
That's
ball?
going to end up right where your hand is.
So shouldn't we look at this too?
No, that's where it's going to end up no matter what we do. If it gets set right here,
That'll automatically fall
that's
into
going to
place?
be all lined up.
Okay. So we say here, the engine's dropping down into this?
No, the transmission's dropping there.
And this
The
is...
engine's going to drop here.
Okay, so it's not even going to be anywhere near this yet?
Right.
It's just here. Okay. That just helps me understand more what I need to do.
Okay.
That's all.
There's a bolt on each side of the engine right here that's a mount where I'm taking these nuts off.
Can I ask one more question here about something that might be in the way? I don't know if this is supposed to be, I'm just looking. Is that supposed to be bent like that? It's like going to be...
It's going to end up coming off, but it's
Stop.
not in the way.
Now it's not in the way.
It wasn't in the way before. I've had it there. Okay. Take 2. Wheel straight.
That one's not. Okay. Take some. Higher.
Alright, push it back there, back center.
Yep, that's
Good.
fine. Once over, we're gonna... You come in at this angle, you can get there. The sense of time you want to go is that. Yep.
Should be. I've had it in there before. When I start letting it down, it should slide forward.
You're gonna want me
I'm
to
coming down a little bit.
push it forward as you're letting it down?
Take it no further forward. This has got to move backwards.
Yeah. Now we can see what we're doing.
This has got to move backwards. I think it's supposed to be just off the back of this. All right, we had to move the frame back because the rear end was up on the lift and it was too high. So we moved it back just off the lift. If I'm correct and remembering, which I'm probably not, the cherry picker should slide all the way up to the edge of the lift, which is where I need it to go to get this thing to sit on the mounts. So we're going to try and get her in here again.
Watching the holes now? I don't see the amount.
The bolt's way up here.
Oh, okay. quite a bit more on my side.
Yeah, when it starts coming down, it'll go forward.
You will?
Yeah.
That's
Whoops, watch.
Yeah.
That was a little fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna move my hand.
That gives me nothing.
Yeah, I don't think you didn't get anything. You have got a problem with this bar here. I don't care what you do to be able to get that.
No, we put it on the other day with that bar right where it's at.
Is that
which
far,
means-
is that high as it goes? Look.
You don't want to go higher because if you pull it higher, the motor goes further away.
Do you want it to go that direction?
I want it to go that
So
direction.
further away, so to me, just a second, if you can, no matter what you do, you can't get this over this. This is stationary, right?
Right.
Did you do something in the back and
No,
something with this?
I'm gonna lower it down some more. It's gonna push the motor towards the back.
Okay. Step-
Push down right, or can you push, you're fine there. Push down on this.
So let go of this,
Yeah,
push down the frame.
yeah.
Okay.
More.
Can you stand on it? I don't have the strength to do anything with that, I'm sorry. You're almost there on this side. Yeah, you're here.
Hold on.
I'm just telling you, I'm pretty sure you're here.
This side's probably gonna go in first.
Does that piece have to go
I
back
gotta
on?
look where these bolts are. Cause if them bolts ain't above that, then it ain't going nowhere.
The piece that just fell off, do you have to put that back on first?
I don't know, it just fell off. No.
So you do want to line the front ones up too?
I gotta have these bolts above this. It needs to come back like that.
Is it those two, the far right and far left holes?
Yep.
You don't got it far enough back. Yeah. So if those line up, then those aren't gonna line up, looks like. You already had this on here
Can you
once,
hold
so
this back like this?
hold this back.
Don't stick your hand under there.
Okay.
You might have to come over here to do it.
This isn't plugged in anymore, is it supposed, oh, you just put it in. Hold it towards me.
Yeah, so see these bolts right there?
Yeah.
You gotta pull it back far enough so they're on top.
The left and the right one, not the center. Okay.
Pull it back so it's far enough that it'll go on top of that.
It is, it's way up there already.
No, it's not.
It looks like
It's gotta come down right there.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna hold it up while you pull
I want
it
you to
back.
pull it backwards.
Okay, pulling backwards.
Just like that.
There you go. Just a minute, I'm resting my back. Now I understand what you're saying, you want me to do. Give me a second, I couldn't have held it that long, I'm not as strong as you are.
You're
Okay,
gonna have to
go
hold it.
ahead, I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
You're right on the hose, you're cool.
Yeah, this one is 2. That one's in. Are those in? Do
I
they look
think
like?
so, this one, this side, is I can't see the other side. Looks like it's flat, seems like.
Those are in, but it's this one in. Yes.
Yay!
Perfect.
Woo!
We did it.
It's in! So, before you forget, there's some bolts laying on top of that shock tower.
Those go onto the
Okay.
motor mounts.
And then, you put the bolts for the transmission over there, or if you want to set them back where they were.
Them are for, yeah. Them are for the, drive shaft.
You can tell how much I know about covers.
Alright, I'm gonna get these bolts started, or nuts started. That's got to be changed, which is broken anyway, so it does have to be changed. The other side's good though.
That's the exhaust pipe where it goes out?
The exhaust manifold, yeah. I need one that comes straight out the back so I can, this one would come right into the frame,
Yeah.
but it's got a big crack in it, so it's no good anyway.
Well, you're still gonna put something similar up there, so it's still gonna be in the way, won't it?
No, I'm gonna get one that comes straight out the back instead of angled down. If it comes straight out the back, then you can turn the pipe to go right here.
So you okay there?
Yeah. We got her sitting in there. Now I just gotta line up the rear end and see how that works out. To me, it looks like it's about quite a ways off. I might have to make some adjustments in the transmission mount holes to bring that over about an inch. Morning and welcome to another day of I'll Be in the Barn. Alright, today I'm going to do a few things I need to clean up. I was out here early this morning. I took off the exhaust manifold, which I'll show you right here where it came off at. Obviously from the side of the engine. All the bolts I got out except for one, and I had to drill it, and I'm waiting for my buddy to get back with me, see if he's got a metric tap. And that hole right there by that spark plug socket, I got to tap it back out. I got it drilled out nice, so that's ready to go. The reason I had to take that, two reasons I had to take that manifold off. First one is that, I don't know if you can see that big crack going all the way around there. Alright, and on the other side, there's a crack in there. And this end points kind of at an angle like this. I need to get a manifold that goes straight out so that I can then put my exhaust on there, because where this came out, it would hit right on the frame right there. So I'm going to get a different one and put it on, and it'll be the right one. The other side's perfect. All I got to do is run the pipe off of it. And also, when I got the engine all set in and bolted up, there's two things I had to do. This motor mount that I had for the body on this side, I had to, which is down there, right where my finger is, right here. Anyways, down there in the dark, I had to expand the hole down further so that the motor would roll to the passenger side a little bit to get the transmission in the proper place. And when I did that, the mounting holes for the transmission mount were off. So what I've done there, and what I got to finish, is you can see that slot that I've cut in there, or I cut a piece out, and it's a little bit too close in the front. When I drop the transmission down, the studs hit. So I got to cut that off a little further out, and when I do that, then I'm going to build a plate. I'm going to mark where the holes go, get them drilled, put them up on there, bolt them down, and then I'm going to weld that plate in. Or I should say, yeah, bolt them down. Then I'm going to weld the plate in on top of that cross member there. So that's what I'm getting ready to do right now. I got the plasma cutter set up, so I'm going to try and get under there without burning myself too bad. I'll probably put holes in my sweatshirt and get in trouble for it. So maybe I should take it off and just lay on this old jacket that the wife keeps saying she's going to throw away on me anyway. So I might as well put holes in it. came off just like I wanted it to. Rubber got a little hot and stinky up there, but that's alright. I need to, ouch. That piece of metal's pretty hot too. I'm going to take this opposite side, which I don't think you can see from the camera, over just a little bit. Give it a little more room. Alright, perfect. Now I'll clean that up a little bit. I'll go ahead and build a plate to go under there. Drill some holes in it. Well, I forgot to show you the plate after I got it made. I'll see if I can zoom in there. So anyway, here's the plate I made right here. Drilled a hole up front and one in back. I was going to slot it, but it fit in there so good I didn't slot it. So I got 2 holes on each side. I'm going to go ahead and tighten down the nuts on it, and then I'm going to weld it in. Go. Solid as a rock. My wife's the singer, not me. Alright, next thing I'm gonna do is, I told you I need to put retainers on these springs right here. When I picked it up and took it outside, of course that spring popped out of there. So you can see it's not quite in there where it's supposed to be right now. Jack it up, move it over, figure out where my retainer's going to go. Alright, let's get to that next. See if that's going to jack it up high enough to pop that spring out the side. Or let me push it back in where it belongs, one of the two. Sure it will. Sure is a lot heavier with this motor on here, that's for sure. Yeah, there we go. About there. I'm going to mark that before I measure it so I can see how close my guess was. You couldn't see me. I was looking in here where this is going to be, and I'm thinking that the center's right about here. I'll put a little mark on there with this. It'll be the center. I'm off by about a 1/4 inch. Not bad. With 3 1/2. Right there, perfect. Now I'm going to drill a small hole in there and make sure that's where I want it. And that is not where I want it. I'm going to move it about where I marked it with my finger. And back just a touch. You're saying, what the heck? This is my precision measuring. So it's going to be right. One of these holes is going to be right. That's the one. That is the one that's going to be correct. Yep. Cool. I don't like to spend a lot of money on drill bits, but this is a beauty. I think it's going to drill me a real nice hole, but it's still too small. But that's alright, I'll be able to see better with the plasma cutter where I want to cut at. Maybe, just maybe I have a drill bit over here that I can cut that with. Wood. No, my steel ones ain't big enough. Oh, I know what I can use. I will do that. So, let me put this in the old drill. Okay, while you were away, my camera filled up again. That's why you were away. I just ordered a bigger card because the one I had, like I told you, was a bigger one, and this one's a small one. Anyhow, doesn't matter. What matters is what we're getting done here. If you can see the pipes inside of here, what I did is when I drilled that hole, I went over on my new grinder over there and I just ground the end of the pipe so it's coming up to the top of this spring tower right there. And I just got it tacked in right now, but I'm fixing to weld it all the way in. So, that's what I'm going to do at this particular moment in time. Actually, it's not hard getting old and fat. It's just hard to do things when you get old and fat. So I'm getting ready to do the other side, so I'll show you what I did. Good morning, welcome to another day of I'll Be in the Barn. Today we're going to work on the other spring tower and shock tower. I've already drilled the hole. I'm going to show you what I did with the pipe on the other side that I already done. I'm going to go over to the grinder and I'm going to grind the end of it down. If I had a lathe or something, I could cut it down real quick, but I got to go to the grinder and do it. So I'm going to go do that right now, and I'll show you what I got when I'm done. Like I was saying, I don't have no fancy lathe or anything like that, but you don't need fancy tools to build a project. You just use what you have. So, like I was saying with this pipe right here, I ground the end down. I drilled this hole. It's smaller than the pipe. So I ground the end down just to make a little shelf for it. And so that's how it's going to fit in the hole, but from the bottom, I'm going to put it in the hole, and then I'll be able to weld it up here and weld it on the bottom. Let's see if we can get this bugger in here. It's up in the hole right there. It's sticking up a little ways. I can get a good bead around there and get a good bead underneath. That thing's going to be solid. Alright, I'll get this tacked in so it stays straight. Yep. And then we'll get the bottom, which I think I was videoing on the other side. This is the tight side of my shop where I can't really move around, so I'm just gonna weld this up, and trust me, I am. Okay, I got that all welded up. I'm gonna set it back down and mark my spot for my other holder that I'm putting on there, just to keep the spring inside at all times. Alright, that's where I wanted that. Put that retainer in there to hold the spring. Alright, I got this retainer in here. There. So that spring ain't never coming out of there unless I want to take it out. I got one on both sides, got that peg down the middle, it's gonna hold it, so I won't have to worry about that. Thanks for watching until next time when I see you in the barn.